Hey there folks, Champesk here, bringing another audio commentary, and today we have a game played just today in the Esports Champion Cup between th and Moon. So very exciting to have these two titans, sort of one titan of old, one sort of a slightly more modern generation, certainly th, but playing against each other and on Terranistan, which is actually a really fun map for this matchup as well. And we can see Moon going for sort of what's one of his sort of trademark builds, which is putting this Ancient of War here so that you can creep out the expansion really quickly, as opposed to the obvious, really common creeping of this camp quickly. So we'll have to see how that works out. Obviously it gets you a bit more experience, and it gets you a really nice item, the nicest item you can get on this map, straight off the bat. But the problem is that it can leave you vulnerable. If, for example, th goes for some sort of early harassment, certainly th can go for if he goes for a Tamarin here on this map, something like a Panda or Tinker or something like that, and just comes straight down, then Moon will be in a lot of trouble. But as we can see, it doesn't look like th is doing that, and indeed he isn't going for an Archmage first, and Moon going for a Warden, and this is just the best map for a Warden. Warden is so amazing that you have all these really short gaps that you can blink over that otherwise take a huge amount of time to get it across, and that just makes Blink so powerful. So th now putting down this farm here. This is just going to give him a good idea of where, firstly what the hero is, and then also when anything is moving from here down to these three creep spots here in particular, which are very, very important to know. And we can see th was hoping to try and get some sort of damage done with his early peasant, trying to maybe aggravate the creeps onto the Ancient War. But because Moon built it here, it's not something that th is able to do. And now it looks like we will have th maybe moving up. We're gonna have to see. Looks like he's maybe just going to try and get in the way a bit. He will probably be going out creeping these two camps first, because just that level 2 is so important. Obviously actually less important here. You can see Moon, his StarCraft 2 days have maybe diminished his powers a bit. He actually spent a bit of time there with his Warden attacking the farm, which is a bit of a mistake, but not the end of the world, just slows him down a bit. As we can see that Moon's already taken more than 50% damage now on this Ancient War. We'll need to bring back those wisps to repair by the looks of things, as we see actually th now coming down with his Archmage as well as a bunch of Militia. So wow, really going all out here. Moon really does need to recognize this and pull back, and we can see while he does have one wisp here, he doesn't have really anything to scout this out, so he does eventually see this now, and fortunately for him, he will probably be able to get this Ancient of War away, but he will maybe need to go for some sort of defensive play here. We see he's already putting up 100 Sol actually, so he might be able to put up some Ancient Protectors, but we're going to have to see how th wants to play this out. But it might be a super fast tower rush, and in that case Moon might be in a bit of trouble here as he's being forced to move back. We see he's lost a lot of mana, has only 25 experience from one peasant kill, so really not a great position for him now as he's putting up a second Ancient of War. But th already has the towers up on the way, already has one War Elemental up, a second one actually going up now, so Moon definitely going to be trying to get some sort of dispels with his wisps going on as soon as possible. And we do have Moon continuing to build archers. Obviously they're just so important against these constructing towers. As we see, Moon doesn't have his 4 Moonwalls up, so he's desperately trying to get them up, because just the Moonwall regeneration is so powerful, and especially considering it's the start of night now, it's so useful to get those going up now, so you get the maximum regeneration. Moon does manage to take down one more footman, and look at these archers actually not taking a lot of damage. They are actually being microed fairly nicely. This one archer, very, very low in health, does heal up just before the final Archmage hit lands, so very, very nice play there by Moon, really showing that his micro is always top notch. As this one arcane tower looks like it will be stopped from being constructed. There is a lumber mill up, so guard towers will be going up eventually. Actually, we see one going up now, as that first tower was denied, and th desperately trying to repair now. And we can see Moon's actually saving all of his archers really fantastically here. He will be able to get this one home as well. These two Moonwalls did finish, and we can see him actually one idle wisp there, which Moon should put back onto lumber, as the second Ancient of War is going to start producing archers as well. And we now have th trying to produce some more towers. This first guard tower is about half, or I think, yeah, this is the first guard tower, is now halfway up after that arcane tower was killed, and Moon now deciding to hide his archers for the meantime, at least, just while they're near the footman. And as soon as the Warden gets close, he immediately starts refocusing. We can see both heroes still level 1, and so really that's not good for either player. Really, you really do want that mana regeneration, and if you're going to be fighting so constantly on the Archmage, and also the Warden really could be using just the extra hit points and mana regeneration, maximum mana and everything like that. Obviously having Phantom Knives would be nice, but just too mana intensive. And Moon, we can see doing some really nice micro with these archers, really fantastic, doing a perfect hide micro, and then as soon as the footmen and peasants move away, he runs away those low archers, runs them back, and we can see that Moon just really playing top notch so far, managing to keep the towers from going up. He will need to start attacking this tower fairly soon, but it does finally get that level 2 now, so probably not going to be seeing any use of Blink or anything like that, because this mana is too important at this point, but just having that extra mana is just so useful. So we can see Moon now with 9 archers in fact on the field, just being able to do so much damage and taking down those towers so quickly, and with that TH's attack has been routed, and Moon could be able to do a bit more damage to some of the peasants here. Actually will probably be able to take most of them out, but Moon's going to have to decide whether they're worth his time, and TH might even decide to try and sacrifice them into the creeps here. Looks like that is what he's going for now, and Moon actually could uproot this Ancient of War and quite easily do this creeping now, and it looks like that is his plan as he's setting up the Tree of Life as well. And TH gets stick at tier 1 for now, maybe could pick up some mercs and go for some more attacking later on. We'll have to see what his plan's going to be. TH certainly very fond of staying at tier 1, and Moon now with its level 2 is really far too powerful for the level 1 Archmage, because if Moon gets level 3 and the Archmage is still level 1, level 2 Shadow Strike will just take him out so quickly that TH could do some experience, but in fact it looks like he's going to be going for a creep jack here, and he might just be in time. Lightning Shield going off now on one of those archers, and Moon will micro away another archer here, and one Wisp actually scouts out this attack coming in here from TH, and actually another Lightning Shield goes off, but Moon yet again micros that archer back very nicely. Yes, his expansion actually could now be in a bit of peril. Looks like TH is being forced back, but he has now hit his level 2 from some multitask creeping there, so nice play there by him, as Moon's now going to move in and try and get a couple hits off here, but not really going to be able to do too much, because he's probably unable to chase down this Archmage because it does have the boots of speed, and so even though the Warden has a boots of speed, he's just not going to be able to do enough damage before he can reach his Arcane Bolt at home. And TH, wow, he's actually picked up a Shredder now, which is super surprising considering that he's only on one base, and he doesn't have a huge need for lumber, producing mainly footmen and buying items, so be interesting to see if TH just wants to use that for an offensive capabilities, as we see actually a nice dust being used there. That's going to really cause some problems for these archers, because it means they can't hide for the short period of time of nights that's left, and we do now see one archer going down there from Moon, but Moon managing to trade it off for a footman kill, so not the end of the world certainly for Moon, as we see TH now being forced to run his Archmage back a bit now, because it is a bit isolated at this point. But as I was saying earlier, with that Shredder being picked up by TH, I think he's probably going to want to use it for its offensive capabilities, because it does do 34 to 61 damage, and archers obviously take bonus damage from it as well, so it would be very nice to see. And finally, it looks like Moon will be able to finish off this creep camp sort of 6 minutes after he started creeping it, and it looks like actually TH is going to come in yet again. Good, try and get the creep still here. Moon does get the item though, but it's not a fantastic item. Lion Harvest, Stormwind, certainly there are better items that Moon could have picked up, but there's also probably a couple worse items, so really Moon's probably alright with that, just because he can at very least sell it, and at the very least he denied TH from getting it, and he got the experience, and it looks like we will be seeing this one water elemental being taken down, and Moon picking up the Tome of Intelligence +2 as well. Just while you're there, you may as well. As we see actually Moon now running in good, probably trying to pick up the Shredder. Yes, he does. Denies TH's Shredder, and I think this is TH's strategy at this point, is to get a whole bunch of Shredders. We can see he has one here, and look how much damage he did to the archers there. And then one archer immediately goes down, the second one almost taken down, but now TH does need to be careful with this Shredder of his, but TH obviously has some peasants around which can repair that Shredder, and that can be very dangerous. Meanwhile, Moon has started his tech. He does have this Hunter Saw obviously, so he is in an alright position. He did obviously start one at the very beginning of the game, which I pointed out, but he did cancel it and did have to rebuild it, and now Moon going to be taking this expansion even though there's one Brigand left. But that's not going to cause too much problems for Moon. Certainly he has bigger problems at the moment with TH yet again trying to set up some towers, but unfortunately TH didn't realize that the Warden was coming back home, so immediately those towers are taken care of, and this one Goblin Shredder now could be taken down as well, and that could be very bad for TH, because those Shredders give a huge chunk of experience, and that puts Moon at almost level 4 at this point. Really fantastic play there by him, as we see actually this entire gold mine looks like it might well go down to the Water Elemental and Brigand working together, and actually it looks like this one archer very low on health, and actually gets a big block there by Moon for a second. Does need to be careful with that, but Moon's own Shredder now doing some good damage as well, as we see this 8 hit point archer going to be microtome, and there's a small amount of moon juice, so probably will be, oh no, doesn't actually micro it to the moon walls, and so it does lose it, and now TH actually going to be setting up 3 towers here, so pretty impressive play here, as we see this entire gold mine looks like it has actually finished, so TH will need to to eventually take that down, but it looks like he probably has higher priorities here, or maybe this is just sort of a distraction to try and keep Moon busy while he takes down the expansion gold mine, because certainly you don't want to be down on expansions versus when you're a human versus an elf. And it looks like Moon now being able to do a lot of damage, taking out all the units that were here, and leaving these two towers really just on their own, as Moon sets up two ancient protectors, so really going to be super safe from any aggression from now on. Bear in mind, TH still, actually he's still only tier 1, I thought he would just be teching it. In fact, he's still staying at tier 1 now, so really Moon with a huge advantage after such nice defense, really microing perfectly there and making it look easy, even though I can assure you it's not to keep all those archers alive at the beginning, just put them in such a good position. And even now though, Moon does need to be careful. Obviously he probably has blink, or he might not even have chosen a skill yet. No, he has chosen a skill. We'll have to see what it is. Actually, a TH now running to try and get to the shop in time, does buy an info pop, but oh, he goes down just before he can get there, before he can use it, and as a result, Moon now going to be in a very dominant position. Level 4.5 warden. These towers actually, TH being so aggressive, actually there's a huge number of units here, still just being able to be so aggressive because he stayed at tier 1, and footmen are so cheap. Just so nice play here by TH all game long, really standing in the face of sort of such brilliant play here by Moon. And it looks like maybe this expansion going to go down. Moon actually finally bringing in his archers as well as the Shredder, which has been so helpful, and maybe that's going to be enough to keep this expansion alive. No, it looks like no Whisk to repair, so the expansion does go down, and Moon needs to be careful with his Warden. If it gets surrounded, that could be huge, because losing a level 4 Warden would just be so bad. But Moon, ooh, actually getting some padding blocking there with his own archers, but does eventually manage to get that Warden away with 36 hit points left. Moon just always so confident playing it so close to the bone. That's sort of just been what I've always loved about him, is just every time you see him do something that looks like it's absolutely close and based on luck, but it's always just this precision calculation that Moon is almost unique in being able to calculate to such a high degree of accuracy. And just we can see that is just so reflected in his everyday play, as you see Moon actually using a Moonstone now just to try and get a bit more moon juice. He needs the health regeneration from the Moonos, really, because he has a lot of mana at this point. He's using one clarity, has another one saved up to be used later, and at this point really Moon probably just going to try and get level 5, and at that point he can play one base versus one base, even setting up an Ancient of Lore at this point. So really, actually setting up two Ancients of Lore, so really in a very good position at this point. All he needs to do is keep his advantage, not lose his Warden to anything stupid. He has the tech advantage on top of everything. We can see there he even had a Wisp in TH's base, so he knew what was going on. He knows he has a tech advantage, and all he needs to worry about is I think really Mercs, maybe Shredders, and Footmen coming in with Towers and Archmage. So it's interesting that he's going for these two Ancients of Lore. You think he might want to play it a bit safer and go for Huntresses maybe to complement his archers, as well as some Dryades, something like that, and then just build some more Wisps to get off detonates, because he can afford to be using them, because he just has such a tech advantage and hero level advantage now that he's hit level 5 as well. And actually now the Warden's going to scout this incoming attack here from TH. This might well be TH's last attack. He's bringing in a lot of militia. Archmage is back out and using a clarity potion as well, bringing out a water elemental. Actually, a lot of these, TH's Shredder now coming in a bit early. Looks like it was actually probably bought at this Merc camp here, and as a result, we do have TH. Oh, actually, TH does have Defend, which is going to be fantastic against both the archers and the Ancient Protectors. So really, it could cause some problems here for Moon, but he will probably eventually just be able to avoid the Footmen until they're all that's left. And we can see Blink now being used as well as level 3 Shadow Strike, really doing a huge amount of damage to the level 3 Archmage, who does still have that invuln pot, which he wasn't able to use before, and TH, who normally just looks so dominant, almost being made to look like a fool. He did manage to take out one Dryad there, and there are a couple Ancient Protectors in the back here, but it looks like really at this point, with the Dryads out, and with all the Ancients in the front of this base as well, it's just such a good anti-tower rush base. You can see there's the Ancient Protectors providing the nice defense here, there's the Ancients of War and Ancients of Lore doing the nice damage, and there's even a nice little spot here where his archers are able to do damage for a long time. But at this point really, with the Warden just being able to chase down this Archmage endlessly, even though the Archmage has gotten a good chunk of experience here, we can see another Shadow Strike now going off, and Moon's going to be able to take down this Archmage, and it just becomes a battle of heroes at this point. We can see Moon doesn't even need to chase it down. He knows that the Shadow Strike's going to do enough damage, and really at this point with his level 6 Warden, that's going to be more than enough. So really nice play there by TH, trying to play from behind, but in the end, Moon just showing how dominant a player he truly is, and really always has been in Warcraft 3. So I hope you enjoyed that game, and we'll bring you some more games. There's this competition going on that has all the big names basically, and there's just so many fantastic games coming from it at the moment. So I'll try and bring you some more games from them as the replays are released. Thanks for watching, folks.